What caused YouTube to take off was the dancing baby and cat videos. That's what caused YouTube to take off. Y'all don't remember the dancing baby? It was like a really terrible CGI, like baby with a diaper on going, ooga chaga, ooga chaga, ooga, ooga. You know that song? Oh, who is it? I Want to Be Sedated. What's the song?
Was that the name of the song?
The original song is I Want to Be Sedated. It's the Ramones.
Something you said?
The Ramones, I Want to Be Sedated. Y'all don't know that song? Come on, you know this song.
I don't know.
Everybody knows this song.
I Want to Be Sedated?
Yeah.
No, I don't listen to that devil stuff.
24 hours ago, I want to be sedated.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Oh, I want to be sedated. Are these ones, is that proper grammar?
What?
These ones.
I would suppose.
What was the
Because
question over there?
I say it, but sometimes when I say it, I think like, that doesn't sound right. These ones, proper grammar?
I think the ones is kind of redundant.
These the ones.
Because, like, I feel like you could say, like, you know, these cup holders, and then, like, the pronoun would just be these. Like, these.
Okay.
Instead of these
Yeah,
ones.
these ones.
Like, you have some over there? No, use these.
No, these ones.
Use these ones.
Here, use these ones.
Find your own
yeah, that's,
beeswax.
That's correct. That's got to be correct. We back.
We back.
We back.
With something on the track.
Spit them facts.
No, I'm doing the Jason Aldean one. I think it's Jason Aldean.
Who's Jason Aldean? I don't know him.
Well, we should explain.
What are we explaining
Well, we
today,
gotta
TJ?
introduce ourselves first.
So
That's what
first,
you always
yeah.
forget to do.
Yeah, Chris, introduce yourself.
What's your name, Chris?
As always, my name is Chris Mills.
I am Charles Randall Ellis Jr.
I am Tristan Sean Buck Jr.
Well,
You're
I
Junior.
could have gone Christopher Payne Mills on you if I needed
Payne.
to. Yeah.
Payne.
Yeah, I can literally say my middle name is Payne.
I feel like that's a good baseball name.
Payne?
He's
Like
a golfer,
Christopher
right?
Payne
Yeah,
Mills.
he was a golfer. Payne Stewart.
Oh,
He
oh
died
yeah,
of-
we have the Payne Stewart Swing for Jesus, which is an event that we did, and
Oh, really?
yes,
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, that's what I was named after, or my middle name was named after.
is there like a swing somewhere under a tree and you?
I think that would be the best case scenario.
Just keeping the dad jokes alive.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what I bring to the table.
Coming
No
in
grammar,
strong.
no math,
Did not lose
no
any
current
steam.
events.
It's your grandpa's wife, your grammar.
All right, I'm guaranteeing you we're losing at least half of our audience, so that means we're losing at least 10 people.
I don't know. Not after these clever edits I'm doing.
Yeah. So, all right. So we introduced ourselves. We're in 2025, no longer 2024.
This is correct.
We survived 2024, so we're alive in 2025.
Wow.
Come on, seriously. Like church life, it's just what you do, right? You come up with some creative, funny name or funny phrase,
Right.
and you attach it to whatever year it is. Going to heaven in 2027. You know, I was like, who knows, man? With all the events happening right now, we might be there. So, anyway, 2025.
So it's a good one.
It's a good one. So this week, as we kick off this episode, we have agreed that we are going to focus on hashtag, and we're going to do this every time, hashtag
Y'all might.
Hashtag.
goals. And so I'm curious as to how hashtag goals has anything to do with a gallon of purified water,
Well, you
TJ.
see, a lot of people's New Year's resolution or their goal for the new year is to drink more water. So I brought more water for everybody. More water than necessary.
No water.
Okay.
But we'll see which one of us drinks the most water by the end of the podcast. And the winner is cooler
Gets to
than
use the
other
bathroom.
Has to use the bathroom.
two.
You
You get a
chocolate.
little chocolate bar.
All right. Is it a feastable?
I doubt it.
So, have you tried a side-by-side comparison of a feastable chocolate,
Yeah.
which everybody knows that, right?
I've
what
never
that
had
is.
one. I know what it is.
So it's Mr. Beast.
Yep.
It's his chocolate.
Yep.
And a Hershey bar. If you've actually ate them side by side, my personal opinion is he does have the better chocolate bar.
Ooh. I've tried them both. I think I'm Team Hershey, but it's just creamier.
Hershey's creamier?
Yeah.
I disagree. I disagree strongly.
I have no skin in this
One of the
game.
podcasts, we're going to have to do that.
We will.
Blind taste test. Blind taste test.
Have you
I'm
ever
the
had-
real guinea pig. I don't have a say on either.
Exactly.
So.
Have you ever had Tony's Chocolonely?
Oh yeah, I like Tony's.
Chocolonely?
Yeah.
It's a stupid name, but
No.
You can get it at like World Market. It's very expensive, fancy
I
chocolate.
see it at Walgreens, but it's really good.
It is good.
I'm honestly not a fan of chocolate. Like, I can eat it. It's not something that I crave. It's not like, man, I really want a chocolate bar.
Right.
But, yeah.
If I want chocolate though, like I just want chocolate. Like get it. Like if I'm like, man, I could really go for a chocolate bar. Like a Twix isn't gonna do it. I want like a milk chocolate Hershey's, like a chocolate bar.
Dude, I can't do the dark chocolate. Dang, they fill these suckers up to the cap.
brim.
Look,
To the
this is going to be
brim.
messy.
All three of us can't drink at the same time because then no one's talking.
Yeah, no one would be talking about day. Wait, so what are we talking about? We're talking about hashtag
Hashtag goals.
goals.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag
TJ, you
goals.
didn't hit the hashtag.
Yeah, I'm not going to either.
Hashtag. So, resolutions. Are you guys resolution
Oh,
guys?
gosh, that is full.
Like, January, we're talking about goals. Have you been like one of those, like, okay, I've got like, this many resolutions for 2025? Yes or no?
I feel like this doesn't help for podcast sake, but I'm actually in the boat of like, nothing really changed between December 31st and January 1st. Like, this is just an arbitrary mark of time. Like, if I want to do something, why don't I just start now or whenever I want to do it?
I would argue the fact that my calendar changed because it no longer says 2024 on it. It now says 2025.
I mean, physically, like your situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, I want to lose weight. Well, do I wait for January 1st or do I just start when I'm like, man, I should lose weight?
Depends on your personality type.
Yeah.
Because it's this. I think it's the same thing with like somebody that says, "Well, I'm going to start going to the gym," and they want to start on a Monday rather than on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of that marking. So, yeah, I'm with you though.
Yeah. I see it both ways. I understand it. It's just like, well, if I really wanted it, I would do it now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like the whole resolution thing because I feel the same way of like, look, why make this effort to mentally pump yourself up that in 2025 you're going to do something special? Why don't you just do it? Why wait till 2025?
Right.
So let's not make a resolution. Let's just make a commitment and just let's get this done. Now,
Make a plan.
with that being said, is there any hashtag goals that you guys have for 2025?
Get married, bro.
Not fair. Not fair.
Get married. Yep.
You will most certainly be
Well-
able to sit here on 2026 and say, "Yep, I got married in 2025."
Yes.
For
Thank
those
you,
who
TJ.
don't know,
Congratulations are in order. We need to get like a like sound effect
What do we got here?
because now he is
Oh, I hit the music one.
Chris is off the market for any
Yep.
of those who are wondering.
Hey.
Not that he wasn't already committed in a relationship, but he is betrothed
But
now.
now it's on paper. Well, it's about.
It's
to.
actually documented for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks to Lisa and her
Oh yeah.
photography
Yeah,
skills.
shout out Lisa for the sick pics.
So yeah, man. So I'd say that's a pretty good goal for 2025.
Make that happen.
So what about you, TJ?
I got like I have it all like lumped into one big one, if that makes any sense, which is just improve.
Improve.
Like I want to be able to sleep better. I want to wake up on time. I want to get here and do good things. I want to get here and do a lot of things, and I want to get here and I want to. I don't know. Like I feel like I've gotten a little complacent.
Okay.
And I want to be like more of a leader, just in general. I want to take control.
All
of my
right,
life.
man. Carpe.
I don't know about that.
Carpe diem, seize the day.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I thought you said carpaid.
Carpe.
Get your carpaid off.
No.
I was like,
I was going to say carpe diem, but really you're trying to seize more than a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's seizing every day.
I want like for this like side hustle thing that I'm doing to take off. That would be pretty cool. I'm doing Matterport 3D house scans.
What does that even mean?
So I take this fancy camera that like shoots 360 photos.
Oh, okay.
And I place it at like a bunch of different locations in a house, and then it like kind of stitches them all together and makes like a 3D mesh of the house.
Okay.
And then you can like take a virtual tour and walk around through the house. And
Gotcha. I've definitely done that before for apartments and houses and stuff. So
so that's been pretty cool. And then the big one is I want to be in a band / start a band.
can I be in your band?
We're not playing music you would enjoy.
wait,
Are you playing screamo music?
Wait.
I enjoy screamo
you
music.
would enjoy.
Okay. Then yeah.
I just can't play screamo music or sing it.
Well, I mean, you don't use your voice for anything, right?
Not really.
Yeah. So
Not really.
you can just scream like regular style.
Here's the thing about
I thought he was
screamo.
about to just scream, dude.
Here's the thing about screamo is like you would think, oh, that dude or that girl they're just screaming, but there's actually technique to it,
Yeah. They do it without hurting. Well, usually they do it without hurting themselves.
and it's amazing to me that that's even a thing because it just sounds like their vocal cords eventually are just gonna.
There are some that's the case. The guy from Devil Wears Prada, which is a Christian band, was a Christian band. I don't know if they are anymore, but
Yeah. Does he wear Gucci? I'm just saying,
It's
if he
very
wears
likely.
Prada, I mean, I feel like it's in the same vein.
yeah.
What about Louis Vuitton?
I'm pretty sure.
They all wear Crocs. No, but
Sorry.
like the vocalist, like was screaming incorrectly for so long that he blew his voice out and like had to get a surgery and everything.
Dude, that's crazy.
But now like they're better than ever now. Like they sound great.
Okay. So you want to be in a band. You want to be a better leader.
Well,
Or just be better in general.
Yep.
So one of the things that you think of when you want to do something right is like, what's your game plan? So what is your game plan?
that's a great question. Well,
Baby steps.
like
Hear this quote.
okay.
A goal without a plan is just a wish.
Ooh.
So like you know how I'm always coming in here to talk about all these weird YouTube videos I watch. Mm-hmm. I saw a video yesterday that was about talking and like how like a conversation like it's basically how to continue a conversation that may not be the most interesting to yourself.
Interesting.
But it was like like diagrams with like stick figures. It's like it was enough for my goopy goblin brain to stick around, you know.
So how to hold a conversation when you're not truly interested in the topic, is that?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And it was really just like, you know, well, A, pay attention to what they're saying, and B, ask questions that are either related or not related. So like the example, it was like, oh, I cut my hand working on my car on Sunday. You could ask, what kind of car? Do you always work on your car on Sunday? Usually people relax on Sunday. You know, do you fix cars often? You know, there's a bunch of questions that you could come up with based on the one thing that was said to you.
I like it. I like it.
Do you enjoy cars? But then when you run out of those, you could like literally just like, again, the example he said was like, do you mow your lawn? And it's like, yeah, that sounds weird just like by itself, but they'll be more than happy to just
Offer up information.
Just say, especially if they're talking about themselves, like they'll just, it'll look like nothing happened. Like,
Yeah, dude. It's amazing how when you get into like communication and things like that, how a big part of it is more so listening and allowing the other individual that you're sitting in front of or individuals talk more than you talk. And then there's a book that was written, gosh, I want to say back in the maybe even earlier than the 70s. Definitely earlier than the 70s. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And it talks about one of his approaches when he would have like a class teaching people how to sell or do whatever. He talked about the power of asking questions or talking about the other person, right? Because he's like, everybody likes to talk about themselves. So you walk away in that person's mind as this super nice, friendly individual, and all you did was ask them questions about themselves. You didn't even have to talk. And he's just talking about the psychology behind, how just asking questions and being truly interested in what they're saying, not just doing it to do it, but like be interested, listening, like you said, how that just goes a long way. And so as a Christian, as a believer, I feel like we should all be like, I want to do that better, right? Instead of like our opinions or being loud and obnoxious and talking about how somebody's going to hell because whatever, you fill in the blank.
Yeah, those megaphone guys at the race.
Megaphone guys at the race. Are they screaming left turn, or burn?
No.
Hey, boom. Dad joke number, 3? We're on 3 now?
Yeah, I think you're on 3. No, there's a guy every year at the 500 who's like standing on something with a megaphone and a big sign saying, your works won't save you.
Gotcha.
You're going to hell.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I don't feel that that's a very effective form of ministry. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you do have to consider that John the Baptist was a pretty weird dude, and he was pretty effective in what he did and was called to do. I mean, the dude's diet was terrible. Mm-hmm. He looked like a hot mess, and he's walking around people calling people broods of vipers. And, so on one hand, maybe it does impact some people, but I feel like in the culture in the day that we live in, I don't know if that's the most effective form.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy.
So goal for 2025, not to be that guy. Not going to be standing at the race with a megaphone. I like it, man. So being just better. I read a book. It's super popular called Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Oh, yeah. I've read that.
Dude, that was a really cool book because one of the things that he wrote in there through a lot of his study is just saying, like, when you want to start something, just the smallest amount of effort that you start with goes a long way. Because I always feel like, all right, I want to go to the gym. I'm there for an hour. I go home. I'm like, I can't lift my arms. That was dumb. And so I don't want to go back. And so, like, whatever it is, it's like, I want to start getting up earlier in the morning, right? So for me, I'm like, I'm getting up at 5 o'clock. I normally get up at 7. I'm getting up at 5. It's like, that was my mindset. But to be freed up to think, maybe I should just get up 15 minutes early to start, So.
Dude, I'm the worst about that because, like, I've read that book, too. And, like, I know it says to, like, start small in things. I'm like, I do the complete opposite. Like, I do everything all at once. Like, not even, like, in the same category. So, so I just started going to the gym again. And then also, like, started to clean up diet stuff. And then, like, also, like, put in new, like, devotional type stuff into my life. So it's like when I, like, it's a complete reset for me. Like, I can't do, like, little because, like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough.
But do you find yourself eventually burning out?
I think the thing is, so I think certain things fall off. Like, I would expect, like, the nutritional aspect will probably last about a month, and then I'll just be doing what I want to do again. What was happening?
What? Okay.
Anyways, but I think, like, certain things fall off because it becomes a lot, but because I have everything, like, coincided together, when I get to a certain point, I'm like, oh, this like kind of like brain triggers me that all this stuff goes together, and so it all lines up together.
It's almost like, and this isn't me like labeling you or anything, but it's almost like an ADHD hyperfocus, where it's like oh, I watched a YouTube video on knitting, and now I need to learn how to knit, and I'm not going to stop until it's 5 a.m. and I've knitted myself a Squidward blanket. Like,
Oh yeah, that is something I would do, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, it happens all the time, and sometimes it's really useful because, like, sometimes the hyperfocus is clean the house, and sometimes the hyperfocus is I, for whatever reason, really feel like I need to go to the gym, and like you've like for maybe a day or two get like the absolute mental fortitude and energy to do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah, it's interesting how the different personality types, how they approach different things. And honestly, like, I am not naturally a person of like order. I'm just kind of a person of take it as it comes, or, you know, like my father-in-law, good bit of advice since we're talking about goals. He's 84 years old. He's an old retired Army Air National Guard general. And he always says, an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. So an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. And so it's like, do the little things so that you don't find yourself down the road having to deal with the big thing. And like, just, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm the only child and I didn't have brothers and sisters to learn from, or maybe because of, you know, my family, you know, they weren't really go-getters per se, hard workers, just not go-getters, that I don't know. Maybe that's why it's hard for me to do that. But I see the value in it, and sometimes I get frustrated at myself that I'm not more dedicated to, say, you know, those ounces of prevention, whether that be health, whether that be, you know, finances, whatever, my relationship with Jesus. So it is more of a struggle for me. I'd like to be better at it. And so that's part of the reason why I read that book, to try to maybe get some practical, you know, helping tips. So
Part of the problem for me would be that I don't want to read the book. So,
listen to it, man. Audiobook.
it ain't that simple.
Randy, quick question. If TJ was a city, based on what he was dressed on right now, what city would he be?
If TJ was a city.
There is only one correct answer.
There's two.
Okay.
If TJ was a city.
There's one answer.
The one right under it.
Portland?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was going to say the one right above it.
I was saying Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
I thought you were going to say Seattle.
You could say Seattle
Yeah,
too,
so-
but Portland's more.
Like, hey, bro,
hipster.
do you drive a Subaru?
No,
Did you leave your Carhartt at the house?
my car. No, dude.
Did you have your pour over coffee this
I
morning?
love the fit though. It's fire.
Thank you.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Well, I mean, we talked about Randy coming in here without pants on. For the audio listener.
He actually is wearing pants. Sorry, guys.
Clarification, I have camo pants on. So like with goals, what do you find helps you with meeting those goals? So, you know, take a small goal, whatever it is. What have you found, like, that works for you to actually maintain and keep that and see that goal through?
Yeah, I think I was telling you about this last week. So, like, with my workout program, like, I just got it's essentially just a fitness log. So I can write down, like, all of the sets, weights, and reps on things. And I think that's very helpful in terms of goal. Because, like, when you can measure stuff, it gives, like, what was the acronym? There's like an acronym that they use for goals that I always heard when I was growing up, and one of the items was measurable. Because like if you can't measure anything towards a goal, you can't see if you've attained it or if you've gained progress.
Yeah.
So I think when I have the measurables in place, Like, because when I played baseball my whole life, and your success is based on your statistics. And so
Makes sense.
if your statistics are going up, you're doing better. If they're not, you're not.
Yeah, no, makes sense. So something that's measurable, something that
Yep.
you can see that I've improved. You know, I'm lifting more weight, I'm doing more reps, so on and so forth. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. What about you, TJ?
This is tough because I feel like I never stick to them. So, but I will say one thing that is a nice motivator is actually getting the result that you wanted. So, like, if I was like, I want to be better at baseball, but my statistics weren't improving, I'd probably give up. Not on baseball as a whole, but like on the getting better part.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha.
But if I was like, oh, keep your elbow up, and then I saw, you know, a little more launch angle, right, Chris? Right, Chris? Am I saying the right stuff? Yeah. And then, you know, getting more base hits, your OBP rising,
OBP, yeah. On base percentage.
your slugging average.
Do you know what slugging is?
It's like, is it like the percentage of time you get multiple base hits?
Yeah, like base hits or extra base hits, like
Yeah.
make it higher.
Extra base hits. is what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't know the exact
Yeah,
formula
Chris is like
for it.
halfway done with his water bottle.
That's because he's over here working out. He's like,
Not fair,
Bro,
dude.
my muscles are so sore. They've been like maybe the most sore my whole life this week. It's been so bad. It's been so bad.
I think I'm not drinking it because it's the most awkward thing ever.
Oh, I just
What do you mean?
swing my
Like,
mic
I'm like-
stand out.
Should we get you a straw?
Yes. Could you get me a sippy straw?
It's gonna take a while.
Also, father-in-law, fun sayings. He calls them sissy sticks. Don't give me a sissy stick.
Sissy stick.
That is.
Like, Bill, I'm pretty sure that they did not clean that glass the way you think they did.
Oof.
So
Oh,
I'll
but-
take a straw.
Where were we?
with-
Oh yeah, I was at Waffle House with Izzy, and she was like I was just drinking out of the cup, and she was like, "What are you doing?"
Waffle
And I was
House.
like, "They gave you straws." And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, "What's wrong?"
You're not kissing me with that mouth.
No, I'm on Team Bill here. I wouldn't go that far as to call them sissy sticks, but like I don't know, something about drinking out of the glass feels better. But at Waffle House, dude, oh man, I'd probably take my lumps and use a straw.
Hey, question. Sorry.
Yes. Nope.
This came up last night because it was at the end of youth, and Tabitha and Evan were there, and Sarah asked us, "When is the waffling of hands allowed? Is it once I've put the ring on the finger, or is it once I have a ring on my finger?"
Oh. Good question. I am a fan of waffling pre-marriage as well as pre-engagement. Like, I'm okay with waffling.
Before Cord shuts this podcast down, can somebody say what waffling is for those who don't know?
I feel like we covered this in
Well,
another
we did.
podcast.
First
We're
episode.
banking on them listening to that episode.
Okay.
Waffling
Go
is
back and
the
listen to that.
intertwining of hands while holding hands
Fingers.
with the significant other.
So no,
Apparently,
not,
there's pancaking.
not
Pancake
pancake,
is
the
like
waffling.
just holding hands together. It's like when you're in a prayer circle and then you pancake. If you're waffling in a prayer circle, it's a little weird, not gonna lie.
You'll short the prayer out that
Bro,
way. You
I
can't do that.
love that was one of my favorite things to do because like a lot of the churches that I was a part of, like I don't like to hold hands when I pray. It's just weird because you got the whole like, am I going over? Am I going under? Whatever like that. But when you just accept it and know that that's the bunch of people that you're with, like I love to try to like waffle the person that I'm holding hands with just to see what their reaction is.
That's so mean.
Not women, dudes. But like it's like I'd love just like, are they like reaching their hand or are they kind of like
Yeah.
they know exactly what I'm doing?
They squeeze
and
your
they're
hand a
like,
little tighter.
You get and also if you're standing next to that one clown that like rubs your hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a guy that would, when we would like, pray in a circle before service or whatever like that, he would take one of his fingers and tickle my palm.
Oh, dude,
I was like,
I hate it when
"Stop.
people do that. That annoys me so much.
Stop.
I would interrupt the prayer to just slap him in the back of the head. Sorry, continue.
No, so what we were talking
Oh
about?
no, I was just describing what
Oh, waffling.
pancakes and waffles were.
Right.
Oh, and apparently there's another one, guys.
Oh, no.
There's another one. It's called E.T. It's called E.T. and you go like this.
Yeah.
Word.
It's just your index fingers.
I'm actually like not a big fan of holding hands. So even with Nicole, like I'm a big pinky guy.
Pinky.
Yeah. What do you guys?
You really wanted to hold your
Do
pinky,
one
I
of
think.
these.
Do you get sweaty? Is that why you don't like
Yeah.
that? Okay, I got that.
My hands heat up like
Knees
lightning
weak.
speed.
Arms are heavy.
Renee
Palms
and
are
I, like,
Palms
you know,
are
if we'll
spaghetti.
go to an amusement park or something like that, we're out
Yeah.
in the sun. Like, there will be a point where it's like, dang, like our hands are sweating, so we'll hold pinkies, just let them dry out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so where did that come from? So that was the question.
Yeah, Sarah brought it up yesterday, and
Okay.
after we were done with youth.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll be honest, I don't know.
Yeah, good question.
think-
You tell us. You tell us what you think. Is it waffling when she gets the ring or when you get the ring?
No,
Is that the question?
Is it okay to waffle?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. As long as you commit to being married within the same year.
Man, there's a lot of premarital waffling going on out there, I'm sure.
This world's gone to hell in a handbasket.
All right, so goals. Goals for 2025. Personal goal for me would be to learn a language.
Ooh.
Not necessarily be fluent,
Yeah.
but just be better. I'm going with Spanish. I was thinking about this because the first of every year, we normally either doing something corporately with the church that's like a 21 days of prayer and fasting or a week of prayer and fasting. And, you know, we're not really doing that corporately. So we've decided as a family, like, what are we going to do? So we're going to take a period of time here in January for a week, and we're going to, you know, pray and fast. One of those things I was thinking about, like, you know, what is one of the things that I would like to do in 2025? And it's not because I feel like learning Spanish because we're going to Mexico and, you know, in March, but it's like, I just feel like living in Florida, like, it's just a thing because of the culture. And so if I could at least hold some form of conversation, I feel like it would be a win. So that's one of my goals, like, practically.
That's a good one.
And you know what might be good is if you also learned a coding language.
Are we speaking computer stuff?
Yes.
I
Okay.
don't have a need to learn code.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I said I don't have a need to learn code.
Yeah, but like,
Bro, I got told that so many times when I was like middle school, maybe high school even. They're like, dude, if you learn how to code, you can make all this money. I'm like, doesn't sound fun. Sorry.
That was almost a disaster.
What happened?
I almost spilled this water on me because it's so awkward.
Man,
We'd get views.
yeah, we need the content, Randy. Come on. What were we talking? Oh yeah, languages. No, that's a good one. I think Spanish is probably one of the if you speak English, I think is one of the more learnable languages. But
Spanish is so much easier than English.
I was gonna say, I'm just glad I don't have to learn English.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be completely confused if I just didn't grow up with it.
the general stuff for English is somewhat easy. I think our hardest part of our language is the pronunciation of things and like grammar in terms of like where certain things go. But
Bro, it's Bobby Finn, I believe is the handle on Instagram. The cat is a genius. But he takes like the words that just doesn't make sense, like home, some, things like that, and it's hilarious because like he's bringing out words that like I never thought about doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it truly does not make sense. So I highly recommend watching some of those videos. But yeah, I'm so thankful that I don't have to learn English.
Well, like if there's no question about how a word in Spanish is pronounced, right? So like, every vowel always sounds the same. There's instead of a e i o u, they have a e o u, but that's what it is.
Ting tang, wada wada bing bang.
You've seen the new thing with like the cat that just spins around. It's like ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
What? Lisa knew what you were talking about, apparently.
Ooh yeah. Anyways, but like even like the word for restaurant, right?
Restaurant.
It's restaurante. Like that's how you say it, but like less white, like I did. But I'm just saying, like that's how the word is. You look at the word, look at the vowels. You know how the vowels sound. Attach the consonant, and there you have it. And then there are some words that have an accent mark, which tell you where the emphasis goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are some words. I might have to edit this part out. There's some words that have like, so there's two letters. There's N, or they call it N-A, or Enye,
Yeah.
which has the little schwa.
Yeah, the little.
And like a word, and I asked this in class. So the word año means year.
Year, yeah.
And then the word ano, A-N-O, is anus. So
Interesting.
when I wrote happy...
Which is a part of the human anatomy, which is naturally normal.
Yep. So when you write, happy new anus on your paper...
That would be a mistake. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, congrats on your new surgery, dude.
That's like anytime I'm emailing somebody about a shirt, I have to triple check just to make sure.
Right.
What?
Yeah. It's happened. That's why. Like, it's like, oh my goodness, that would be terrible. A shirt.
Yeah, sure.
It just takes one letter.
Oh, yeah.
It just takes one letter.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting. So, like, when I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma in Bible school, like, I worked for a pool company. And so we had some Hispanic workers that worked for us. And so I was trying my hardest to learn just the terms that I needed to get the job done. And it was so funny sometimes because, like, I would ask, what is it, como se dice? Like, how do you say? Mm-hmm. And I would point to whatever I need. And one day we were getting ready I needed something out of one of our work trucks. I said, como se dice? He was like, trucka. I was like, trucka? Like, that's how you say truck? And you just add an A to it?
And car is carro.
What?
Yep. Yeah, sometimes it is like that. And you're like, you sound stupid saying it because it sounds almost the same in English, but that's just...
It just sounds like you're being insulting about it.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's how it is, though.
It's like, when you, like, don't know somebody's, like, language or whatever, you're having a hard time communicating. Why is it the natural tendency to raise your voice level and use your hands? You know that thing that you need to do? And they're like,
Italians.
You're a moron. You're a moron. Idioto. I don't know. All right, so goals. So I feel like we're not necessarily on topic.
We were?
Were we?
I got one other goal for myself.
Let's hear it.
I want to break 90 playing a round of golf this year.
Break 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't think I've even broke 100, but I think I can, if I figure out my swing, I can break 90. Yeah.
Well, I think you broke 100 on playing disc golf around the course.
I would hope I broke 100 playing disc golf. If I can't break 100 playing disc golf,
So is it offensive if you call disc golf frisbee golf?
Offensive? No, everyone will laugh at you though.
Okay.
Yeah, because
they'll
frisbee.
laugh at you?
Frisbee is a brand.
Okay.
Like Kleenex.
Do they make discs?
Frisbee is yeah.
Wait.
Not they don't make disc golf discs. They make like
Oh.
ultimate.
Yeah, they make ultimate discs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I at least I don't know. Man, I could be wrong. I'd happily be wrong about that. But yeah, frisbee golf is not a real thing.
Gotcha.
Well, it might be, but it's not disc golf.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, on April 1st, like for April Fool's Day, UDisc on Instagram said they were changing their name to U-Froth. Because people will not just call it frisbee golf, but they'll call it froth.
Froth?
Yeah.
Oh, like frisbee golf?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my word. I mean, there's dad jokes, but then there's that, and that's terrible. Man.
Businesses on April Fool's Day, I'm always down for the jokes that they make.
Yeah. I mean, listen, whether you want to believe it or not, people appreciate dad jokes. And that's where we get all these corny things that you see on Instagram and things like that. When you come out wearing a, what was it? Quail Earnhardt. That's a dad joke. It's a dad joke.
No, Quail Earnhardt is a lifestyle. So I was, a few Halloweens ago, I wore like a Dale Earnhardt jacket and a bird mask, and I called myself Quail Earnhardt.
Yeah. So that's a dad joke. That's all it is, man.
And I told you one year I was Trike Tyson.
Yeah, Trike Tyson. That's a good one.
And then I wanted to be like a group of 4 red-haired turtles and be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But, yeah, I don't have enough friends that are willing to do that.
So I'll say this. One of the goals for the pod is that we decrease so that students can increase.
Come on.
So obviously our goal in the whole podcast in general is to be a podcast that is by and with students rather than to and for. Although we will always have input, but being able to have them as more a part of the process, even kind of what we're going to talk about. I was talking to a group of teenagers last night, and they were like, I was like, what kind of topics would you guys want to even listen to? And I was shocked. And I don't know if they were saying this because like I'm a youth pastor, so like you know how everybody's on their best behavior, saying things that they think you want to hear, or maybe they were just being genuine. Whatever it was, it shocked me because they were all like, "Yeah, I'd like to learn how to like know the voice of God better, and I would like to know like how to create better Bible study habits." I'm like.
We're over here chugging gallons of water.
Very serious. Hashtag goals.
And so, honestly, a goal, for this season would be able to provide content that students, shout out to all the adults or young adults or the other 20 people who view these things. We love you guys. Keep championing the pod, but we really want to be able to reach students. And so what better way to do that than ask the students what they want to listen to or know about. So yeah, man. So that's definitely a goal for the pod this coming season. But you can expect some shenanigans, some antics as well.
We have shenaniganry planned.
Shenaniganry. Is that what you said?
I did.
So...
Should we say some of this stuff, or should we just keep it a secret till?
No, man. Let's tease it out. Let's reveal it.
One of them is these are things that one of these things is something I suggested, hasn't really been approved.
What he really doesn't know that we're not going to do it, but we're just letting him feel like he's important.
Wii Sports.
Yes.
Wii Sports would be cool. But then we were the big one we were talking about was Bob Ross painting.
Yes, come on, Bob Ross.
We'll get 3 canvases. We'll get 3 sets of paint. We'll
Bob Ross on the TV.
Get Bob Ross on the TV, and then we'll host a poll asking which one of our paintings is better.
Yep. I'm super pumped for that one.
I'm not going to win that one. I think I know who's going to win that one.
I feel like you.
No. I've never painted in my life.
Bro, you're the creative arts
graphic design guy.
Dude, I hit the L key and then I drag my mouse. It makes a circle. I don't draw. I don't paint. I don't do anything.
Dude, we've been sitting in meetings that were maybe.
Bro, you made the cordless bear.
Maybe we weren't in meetings, but you were etching on your tablet and you were sketching some stuff, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Oh, you talking about that terrible like painting that's like 5-year-old quality?
Well, I was talking about the toad that was hanging on to like a scooter or a bike or something like
Oh,
that.
dude, I forgot about that. Is that on this iPad?
I don't know. But it was, yeah, dude, I was like, this is awesome. So,
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
and I was super entertained by it because I was not entertained by what we were discussing at the meeting. I'm just being honest.
Thank you, Lisa. Let's see if I can find it.
I'm not encouraging this behavior. I'm just simply saying that's where I was at that point in my life. My hashtag goal.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's legit, man.
I forgot about
Is it
it.
a frog?
I thought it.
It's like a little frog squid, dude. I don't
Yeah, he
know.
does. It's like a
Man, okay, I won't lie. I might win. That was pretty good.
squid. What would that be? A frog and a squid together?
Frog squid.
Frid?
A frig? I don't know.
Squad?
Squad. A squog.
Squawk.
Squog. Or a squog. I like it. I'm sucking with this water thing. I'm not doing well at all.
Chris wins.
My tummy's a little full.
My tummy.
My
Yeah,
tummy hurt.
here's that painting I was talking about. It's like this terrible ocean wave looking thing.
It's abstract.
Yeah, something. That's a good way to put it.
Dude, I always
It's
hated...
not terrible.
If we do this, though, we cannot do watercolors. Because I hate painting with
No,
watercolors.
we're gonna do whatever Bob Ross does.
We're gonna do whatever the cheapest paint that we can
This
find.
is probably true.
Watercolors, I always, like, keep painting over it because I don't think it's, like, working. Because you have to wait for it to set. And so I, like, have no idea how to do any of the shading.
See, you have experience. What are you even talking?
In, like, 6th grade.
how am I supposed to know?
Dude, I think that picture you just showed us, like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that in like TJ Maxx or Marshalls on a canvas.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme with the guy that like he's like chopping wood? He's like, now that's what I want to do to the devil. Yeah. I made like a little.
See?
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
I think
we're
I
cooked.
think I
We're
stole
cooked,
a lot
guys.
of that. I'm not really sure.
Get out of there. So we got some fun things planned. We got some student stuff planned. We're gonna have some more special guests because we did have a request for more guests on the show because we're not good enough. And we're excited to be able to bring on more local youth pastors in the area, as well as maybe some. I think we need to bring Cord Bear onto the pod. I think he'd be good for a good leadership
The
pod.
cordless bear.
Cordless bear.
The cordless bear.
So, so I feel like having some different guests on here will benefit everybody, and it won't just be just us talking about what we want to talk about. Although I enjoy that.
I think I drew a cordless bear.
Yeah, that's why I said
You
that.
did draw a
yeah,
cordless bear,
Yeah, with
sir.
the
I
don't
batteries and
remember.
everything.
You actually drew a cordless bear in service,
While he was preaching.
and he assumed that you were really into his message and you were taking notes.
Well,
It was an amazing story. It really was.
good.
All right.
Well, I was taking notes on my iPad in the meeting too.
Right.
Well, all right, we're at about 52 minutes.
All right.
Anything you want to say to the people?
I think
want
I
to.
got about half. Maybe
Yeah,
not
that's
quite.
insane, dude.
I tried to that last ditch chug effort to get somewhere close to where you were at, but
I got close to half.
if you drink
TJ,
enough,
no.
I drank I mean, that's enough water for 52
It's like
minutes.
a water bottle.
hey, let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. As James Clear would say, you got to start somewhere, man. You got to start somewhere. You're well on your way to drinking that gallon of water. You got something down.
You
Thanks,
got all
Randy.
day.
So
Guys, I have to pee now.
ultimately the way that any podcast or any video gets caught up in the whole algorithm of life is comments, subscribes, all those different things, activity in general, shares. And so anything we can do to help further this pod would be awesome.
That was the first time I've heard a pitch like that. That wasn't like the YouTube please comment, share, like, subscribe. And
And
it
if you're not
sounded more
subscribed
like
already.
the sad puppy videos.
Sort
Like
of
a desperation
sort of a
bleed.
desperation tone to it.
Yeah.
Remember to smash that subscribe button and hit the like, hit the bell. And that way you get notified when we make
Yep.
videos.
Here's the
Yep.
sad part. I don't understand the algorithm thing because there literally are people making videos of absolutely nothing and they have like 1 million subscribers. I'm like, this is dumb.
SpongeBob says eyelashes for 10 hours. That's some of my favorite.
What?
Eyelashes?
There's like, yeah, because like there's a part in the SpongeBob episode where it's like oh man, this sweater is itchy. What's it made out of? And then SpongeBob goes eyelashes, and it's like his eyelashes are gone. But like, it just takes the little clip of him saying eyelashes and then like repeats it for 10 hours.
Oh my word.
Wow.
But yeah,
Yeah, it has like over 1 million views.
it's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy talk. Yeah. So we just need, like you would think, just being dumb, that would get you 1 million views, but it doesn't.
We'll keep
Always.
you all updated on our goals.
Oh, okay.
Some points.
Hashtag goals.
Yep, hashtag
to
goals.
double our subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we have. I forget.
26.
All right, 52. Here
Let's
we go.
get 50, baby. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Alrighty,
Deuces, gooses.
See y'all next time.
stay stinky, boys.